I'm the
Well,
immigrant. Okay.
well, hello, everyone. As you can see, it's Friday night and we've already started. And um, listen, the energy is going to be off the chart here. So, welcome. And as everyone continues to come in, I just want to say thank you to the moderators, to all of you joining us in this fundraiser for Warrior Princess. Lois right here, as you can see her. And I think what I'll do is I'll introduce everyone, and then Lois will let you kind of take the floor because this is for you. It's for your food bank, and I think that we can begin to let people know what you do. So I'm going to look at this from my point of view. At the very bottom, I have Raven Wolf, Anna, and the Raven Wolf channel. If you have not subscribed to these channels, do. Then going from left to right, we have Maria, Truth Seeker. How are you doing?
Nice.
Good.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Then we have Miss Sue G. Everyone, well, we did have Sue. Now she's on the bottom.
She's on the bottom now.
And then we have Anja, as everyone knows Anja. And again, then we have Brian from Milky Way Weekly. Brian, how are you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. And I think that's everybody. So
Raven.
Who did I forget?
Raven.
Raven. No, I said.
Oh, she's Raven. Okay.
Yep. So we're going to be on there. I'll be on your channel tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to that. So Warrior Princess, tell us about what you do. And I just want to say for everyone, last time we did this for her, how much money did we raise?
A little over $700.
$700. Well, I got to tell you this. Tonight, as we sit right here, and we'll convert this over to PayPal if you want, or we can actually just send you the cash. We already have one subscriber who sent $180.
Oh, wow.
I have it right here.
Wow.
And this is Renee, and she sent it this way. She said, the amount of 180 totals 9. A powerful number that will increase the results. Well, there's another $90 to add to the 180. So now we have 3 90s that now make 270. So there's $270 right here already, Warrior Princess, that will be getting into your hands very quickly.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That's right. That's
very awesome. Yes.
There you go.
It's going on. Actually, time has flew. It's going on almost 4 years now that I've been running this pantry.
Is that right? 4 years. How'd you start this?
By accident.
Some of the best ideas are exactly that.
Yeah, because the lady who previously was running the food pantry, I was helping her. We were volunteer helping her because she was she was a little older than, lady. And she was upstairs. So we was helping her, and I was asking about her because I had lost contact. And what happened was she passed away. Mm-hmm. So that ended that food pantry. So since I had helped her, they thought, well, maybe since, you have to kind of know your way around, maybe you show up for one. So I was kind of like thrown in it. That's how I got started. So,
and that was 4 years ago.
Yeah. So, it wasn't something that I just came up with. It was just kind of like thrown into it, So I had to get in there, kind of feel around to try to see what was going on and how to, get it started and everything. And it became part of my life, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of hardship in between time as I was running that pantry. And during the time that I was running that pantry kept me going because I had to put the needs of others before I put the needs of myself. So I started depending on the pantry as a way of um, dealing with my own issues, so to speak. So it became like the pantry was helping me as well as I was helping others. And I don't lie about it. Yeah, I depended on being able to feel needed and help people to bury my hurts. Because during this time, this is when I lost my mother. This is when I lost my boyfriend. This is when I lost my father. This is when all this stuff stopped crashing on me all at one time. So I went into this little dark space for a while. This pantry and these people and this need kept me going because I was like, I got to get up and I got to help these people. I got to get up and I got to help these people. So, that was part of the thing that kept me going instead of sitting at home in a dark spot and just burying myself away. This is some of the things that kept me going. And that's why I say I used the pantry kind of as a crutch because it kept me going. It kept me fighting because I'm like, I got to serve these people. These people depending on me. So I can't just, go home and just bury myself in depression and just, the world just caved in on me because these people depend on me, so the pantry just became part of my life.
How many? Go ahead.
It just came part of my life. I meet all type of people, young, old. You won't believe the type of people that need help. It just, some out on their luck, in between jobs, then had a baby. We still have people that are illiterate and still can't read in this time of age. Can you believe that?
That's hard.
Rain, can I ask a quick question? I'm sorry to interrupt, but when they donate in Super Chat, it goes to the pantry, is that correct?
Yeah, everything. I'm writing it down right now. So
Okay.
we're going to keep the amount and I'll just go ahead and we'll just put that amount in. And the way that YouTube works on this, it'd be a slow train in the middle of next month. So we'll get it in that. Awesome. By the way, Lois, what we've raised already, Don, $10, Brian, $2, James 20. So we're adding up. I think we're going to exceed that 700. My goal for us is to raise over $1,000 for you.
Well, this time of year, this is like the perfect time. I've grown since the last time we did this. It's like, I don't know where the people come from, but they coming. And my thing now is that I'm running out of food. I don't have enough. I'm not able to get enough food to keep to give out to the people that's coming to me. There's more and more people coming to me. I guess it's the vibration I give, the frequency, but the people are coming to. I got more and more people coming to me. I'm not able to hold enough food. That's why I was talking about I was gonna have to get another freezer because I'm not able to hold enough food for the people who's coming. I'm running out. So I hate having to turn people away. My deep freezer is completely empty.
We're going to change that.
They hit me. I usually when I show my deep freezer is level full. It's completely empty all the way down to the bottom. There's nothing there. That's just how many people is coming. I probably have over 100 files, over 100 clients.
Hey, Sue, can you help me keep totals on these?
Yes.
Thanks.
and it's growing. It's steadily growing. That's why I'm always talking about getting another building because the size that I have is really too small for what the clientele that I'm getting.
Let's talk about your clientele. What kind of people are you seeing come in these days? It sounds like there's more and more people looking for food.
Yeah, but I guess it's the type of the non-judgmental, non-attachments that I give off. It's more family oriented. I'm laid back. I'm not looking at you up and down like, you've done something wrong to be in this position. As much as the pantries that we have here are church pantries, okay? So, when you step in there, you already being judged when you step up in there, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody like being judged. I know
No.
I need some food. Like I said, because I need some food, don't mean I done committed a sin and God is punishing me. Now I need to come to you for a piece of bread.
Yeah, bow down for you for that. Let's just stop real quick. Sue, we're getting some pretty good totals coming through here.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is the Jerry Lewis telethon.
It is what I was saying. It's a telephone. That's the word.
All right, Sue, can you give us the board? What do we got going on right now?
I don't have the total, but I can read you. We've got Jesse.
All right, Brian, who wants to keep totals? Sue, you start giving the amounts out. Let's get someone keep totals here.
Go back to the beginning with Dawn with
all right.
Brian Lunsford 2, Lori Chavez 3, then Tim Barnes 22, Dave Sullivan 20, Jesse, I think it was McCarthy 20, Power Vapor Supply, Jesse was 50, Power Vapor was 10, and then Material Classified is 40.
Way to go, folks, man. How much?
$167.
And then add the 270 that we have here.
67.
That's not bad, folks. And we're only 12 minutes into this.
That's awesome.
Wow, awesome.
That's awesome. Wayne, I'm so glad you asked that question to Louis, because I'm sure I was wondering that, and I'm sure, other people was wondering how she got started with it. So thank you for asking that question, and that was great, Louis. Yeah.
Oops. Hang on, I missed one. James, I forgot about James John. He was 20, so that's another 20.
I really do believe we're going to absolutely do phenomenal on this. So anyone just come on in here and let's discuss on this. Because, one thing I know about is hunger. I remember as a child being hungry. We were poor. And my mother's stepfather literally would drink the paycheck away. And I never forgot that feeling. My brother and I sitting on the back of the steps, and you could smell food. So I'll leave it up to the rest. Come on, let's just talk about this, because this is a need. It's growing too.
Yeah, I grew up poor. Like, I grew up with my grandparents. My mom was young, right? So, and today I know we were poor. Back.
We can hear Anya.
Yeah, Anya, we can't hear you.
Yeah, something happened to volume.
We still cannot hear you.
I thought it was me.
Oh my God, we can't hear Anya.
Anya, can we hear you?
No.
No.
That's a negative.
Ah.
Oh, she's gonna join with her phone. All right.
Well, you know how these live telethons goes, ladies and gentlemen. We have technical difficulties, so we're going to pass this right on to.
Well, wait a second. There's 2 more donations. We have Alfred Kyle with 20 and Max Vision with another 20. So I think we're up to
Thank you.
Nice.
222, I think, maybe. Brian, is that right? 222?
Now, yes.
Yeah. Excellent.
222. That's an awesome number.
Already. That's
Oh my gosh, I've been seeing a lot of 222s the past 2 days.
Yeah, I have myself. Yes. Well, this is phenomenal. So, you know what, Marie, I haven't heard from you. Welcome to the channel. Introduce yourself, and I'd love to hear from you.
Well, Maria, of course, and I'm the newbie. I started off by watching you, Rex, and Jeff, and everything just led me off to Brian, Warrior, Raven, Anya, and I just want to thank all of you guys. I mean, you guys woke me up to a lot of stuff.
Well, I also apologize for all of this, too.
Maria, you're muted.
I'm sorry about that, but my computer has a ouchie.
Yeah. When you talk about Lois, I think with all her compassion and love that she has, she was given the opportunity to see how this pantry works. And then when she was given this opportunity to go ahead and run it for herself, she was given those tools and that compassion and that love that she has for everybody, those different, the variety, diversity of people that come in there
Yeah.
for help. I mean, I was one of them. When I lost my husband 11 years ago, that devastated me. I mean, I became an alcoholic and my life just went downhill until back in 2012 when someone told me, wake up. I went to college, pursued my associate's degree, and just started to a lot of things. I came down here to North Carolina in 2015. I'm from New York, never been to North Carolina in my life. And something told me to come down here, and just me being alone down here helped me to grow within myself.
You know, I feel like I'm sitting on this panel of these power women, Brian. I mean, these are women who are pioneering, obliterating fear, obliterating the social construct. This is phenomenal, just absolutely phenomenal, Marie. What a testimony.
It's great.
It's awesome.
I mean, we're trying to raise that feminine frequency, right? Here you
Well,
go.
That's right.
I think us men could learn a few things.
Absolutely.
Well, the feminine frequency needs a strong, balanced masculine frequency to be able to really express. Also, I mean, that's a really important aspect of the feminine frequency, being willing to step back up, because a lot of the feminine has become very masculine. So it's
and you know, when we talk about frequencies, so folks, I'll just tell you how I see this. Every dollar that you get, warrior, and you're able to buy food with that, there is a frequency that's transmuted from this group that goes directly into that nourishment.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what I find unique. You don't offer religion. You don't offer a dogma. What it is that it's really, I think, the purest way that humanity can express itself.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So Anya, I see you sitting down there. Tell me what you think about this.
I absolutely love it because, I mean, you know, there are people that need each other or need help. Like here in Edmonton, we have a group too. It's from that anonymous group, right?
Wow.
We do that.
$100.
All right. We just got to break in. Bearded One, thank you so much. Thank you. That is just absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Okay. On that,
Hey,
we're
Trisha
up to
G.
my total that I have now is $374 already.
Wow.
Is that including the 270 on my end?
No, this is just what we collected here.
This is incredible, folks.
That is really awesome. The bearded one. Wow.
Wow.
See, that shows the generosity in this community, though. Like, we truly do have an incredible bunch here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We really do. It's absolutely. Wow. I'm sitting here and almost rejoicing because this is not normal. I mean, typically you have groups that simply feed upon whatever. And this just tells me that we're unique. We're a special group.
We are.
In a lot of ways.
To the right time, right?
So Raven Wolf.
Yes.
I'm waiting to hear from you. What do you give us? Oh, there's another one. New America, All American, again, another $50. This is, I'm telling you, I'm liking this. You know, you know what? Next time I'm going to have my tuxedo on. I really think that I got to get that going.
I so take you by the word, Wayne.
I got one. So Raven Wolf.
Yes.
Give us some enlightenment from your perspective.
Well, I want to say that, you know, with the whole pantry thing, I think it's great. We live in a crazy, crazy world where there's certain grocery stores that will rather throw away good food than giving it to.
Ooh. Good point.
Mhm.
So I think things has to change because the way we're going is not okay. I mean, it's not okay. It's not okay for people to starve. It's not okay for people not to have drinking water, you know? So what
They don't have to starve. That's the thing. They do not have to starve.
No.
Yes.
Good point.
Yes. So I think the more everybody, the whole consciousness raise our vibration and we start to become more empathic to other things in the world, I think that we're going to start seeing some change. And, you know, it has to start somewhere. And Warrior Princess decided to do it on her own. And I think she is creating change. And that, you know, sends waves to change things for the future. So, yeah, I think it's great what this.
You know, as you were talking, Raven, I was thinking, Warrior, that wouldn't it be great if other people got your courage and we began to see other food pantries opening up?
Yeah,
I mean, there's enough YouTube. Go
I
ahead.
put it out there. Ain't nobody did it yet. I didn't put it out there. Hint.
Well,
nobody started.
it's a lot of hard work, man, and I think sometimes that may scare people. So
it pays off. It pays off.
Well, how do you start, Warrior? How do you start setting up something like a food pantry?
You need a building.
You need a building. Okay.
You need a building with a big.
All right.
I recommend everybody to go through the food bank because you're gonna be able to serve a lot more people. You go through the food bank, you have to go through their rules.
Oh.
Do it on your own. You can do it the way you want to, but if you go through the food bank, you have to follow their rules. But however, using the food bank, you're gonna be able to feed a whole lot more people. But they have rules. You have to take their class to be certified to do it. They have classes that you take.
Right?
Huh?
Because you touch food, right?
Yeah. How to stock the food and the dates and, you know, the temperatures to keep the food. You know, you got to be certified in all that. You know, the files, the paperwork to fill out, you know, you have to go through all this, you know, so they can keep a record of it. Because they do come and inspect once a year to make sure you're keeping your files up and everything. So, you know, I don't know, will each food bank have their different rules and regulations? You have to check. Because I'm in Louisiana. It don't mean that the food bank where you are going to have the same rules as mine. So partner up with the food bank because, you know, I find that these people are wonderful. They want the help. They invite the help.
Good point. So when we do these kind of things, you're able to go out and buy in much more bigger bulk, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I say go through the food bank because you're going to be able to buy more than, you know, going to the grocery store. Yeah. You're going to be able to buy more from the food bank. You know, now it is times where sometimes it's lacking. You might have to go to the store, but it's not going to be like just going to the store and trying to shop. You're still going to, you know, it's going to still be a whole lot cheaper. You're still going to be able to serve a lot more people.
Do the grocery stores in your areas, because Raven brought up a good point, do they help you out in as they toss out food? I think Raven, I read recently in the United States, we throw out 63% of our food.
Yeah, that's one thing that shocked me. When I first moved to the U.S. from Mexico, I was 15 years old. And I remember I live in Houston. And I remember going to a Sissy's Pizza. And it was like late at night. They were closing and there were still pizzas. And my family, my parents and I, we were eating. And then suddenly they bring the big trash and they just start dumping the pizzas. And I was like, what? They waste food like that when they can give it, like, why? It's not bad. It's just I don't know. That shocked me because I mean, Mexico is a third world country, and there's a lot of poverty. Am I saying it right?
You said that right. Yep, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and just seeing food waste like that was shocking.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I start seeing things, you know, as I live here longer, you know, that at groceries, they also throw good food.
Oh.
That, yeah.
Can Warrior, can you go and get that food out of the trash? And I know that sounds crass. Yeah, you can't do that. Once it's in there, it's contaminated and it's going to the landfill.
Right.
It belongs to the government then. At least in Germany, it's when they throw out food, they dump it,
Yes.
bakeries or whatever. Once you get in there, even it's perfectly sealed, cans, and you touch it, you may get arrested or pay a fee, because in the moment when you put it on the dumpster, it belongs to the government. That's a law in Germany.
Wow. Well, I keep on seeing numbers coming by here. Miss
Are you
Sue?
ready?
Yes, yes.
You ready? Like, we needed like a little drum roll.
All right, Brian. There we go, Maria.
I have us at $535.99 because Jonna gave us a donation of $19.99 just to punish me. And we have Ice to See gave a donation of $2, and you know, absolutely every donation is gonna count for, like she was saying, you know, you can buy in bulk, so that's so awesome. Stuart 20, Ellie, I can't read my handwriting on the last name, $50, and then Trina Phoenix $20. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Trisha. Trisha, I'm going to get you on, dear. I hadn't forgotten about you. All right, Brian, where are we at now? Along with the 270 I got here. So
I lost that long time. You guys do that one.
all right, so where are we at? $805. I'll tell you what, folks, we've already went over what we did already in May. Though this is what communities begin to, you know, this is, I'm trying to say more than what I'm thinking. A community is really valued by the way that it acts. And I'm seeing great compassion here. I know many of these people hurt.
Yeah.
And yet they're giving out of their hurt to help others. I'll tell you what, if that doesn't encourage you, I don't know what wouldn't then.
And there's nothing worse than being hungry. Like I said, I was raised like you, right? Poor. I was hanging out with friends, and it was for me a feast, Easter and Christmas all together when I was invited for Sunday dinner with a friend, right? Because it was food, real food. I mean, back then I didn't realize it. My grandpa, he stole chocolate from me from the supermarket.
Wow.
So that's why there is nothing worse than being hungry. And I can't see hungry people. Like even when we have our winter thing here for the homeless, we collect clothes and food, right? We make sandwich soups, and then we go to a place on a bottle depot and hand it out. Well, last year I couldn't make it, but this year again. So, and the people just come to talk sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Talk, eat a donut. Then they ask, can I have another one? And I'm like, eat the whole thing, right? I mean, it's like they're they feel so bad asking for a donut, and it makes me almost cry. It's like, eat them.
Yeah. And I didn't realize on one of my shows, one of the things that I had video, you know, because I videoed the pantry being open for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ladies, you know, because, you know, there's a lot of people, sometimes they don't have the information, but I still serve them anyway. And she didn't have my information. And she got up, she kissed me on the forehead. And I didn't realize she had kissed me on the forehead till I looked back on the video. I'm like, that was so sweet. She kissed me on the forehead. And I'm like, she must have really needed that food. And, you know, most people, you know, you don't have the information, you don't get nothing.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. You don't have, I can't help you.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to say, folks, you need to go and subscribe to Warrior Princess's YouTube channel, because you see, I love giving. Generosity is something that it's common in this group. It's obvious. And the thing I love about what you do, Warrior, is that you actually went out there and showed the accountability. People can actually see what they're giving to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I
And
did have a couple of people thought that, I was exploiting, but I'm like, people, want to see. I did get some, kickback from that, because they feel like I was exploiting the people. But I'm like, how else I'm supposed to show what I do,
Listen,
Real.
you can't please all the people all the time. Isn't that right, Brian?
That's exactly right. All you gotta do is show them that smile, Lois, and I guarantee we can get another $200. Just
Yeah, smile and wave, smile and wave.
Yeah, I'd like us to see us to raise that last $200. I mean, this is just phenomenal. And I know probably it's already been done because I've seen some people saying that they're donating to PayPal. I'll tell you what, folks, I think we're going to blow past that $1,000.
What is the PayPal?
I'm glad you said that. I feel like, Sue, you ought to be my Vanna White, So here we go.
That exactly.
Just call me Pat, baby. Anyway. You see, look at her. That's the first time I think I've seen you blush, Sue.
Probably.
I'm going to chip in another 20 just for that.
The dichotomy between me and Vanna White, and this is like, wow.
Oh, sorry, that is just funny. All right, we digress. So we have an address if you sorry, it's just funny. Yeah, I think even our international audience, listen, if you want to put in a pound or Deutschmark or whatever, here, I'm sure your bank will convert that, Lois, just as well as anyone else. The PayPal account, folks, here, let's just blow it out. Graphic393@yahoo.com, right?
Yes.
All right. So there we go, folks. Do it. Get out there. Don't be bashful. Do it like Sue said. If it's $1 at a time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Thank you for the laugh, Sue. That was so cool.
And that was all you that.
All right. Brian, take us out and help us rescue on this.
Take us out. Well, like I said, I want to elaborate, like you were saying earlier, like how special this community is, and it's special people like Lois, who gives until it hurts and puts herself out there so much. And I see that more and more. Like I've had so many people reach out to me over the past week and support me.
Yeah.
And like, every day it's humbling, and like I truly, this is my soul family. There's no doubt about that.
Wow. Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Can I elaborate on that a little bit? Because I was talking to someone in the community the other day who shall remain nameless, who's having all kinds of financial problems and was at the store buying coffee and had a bagel and can barely afford to buy coffee and a bagel some days. And what did this person do? This person gave away to a homeless person. Stop it. And she's totally giving herself away down there too. Stop it.
Who would do that?
She gave away her bagel and her coffee to this homeless person who was outside of the store that this person had stopped at. I just can't look at her down there because she's making me laugh. This kind of community that we have, like you're saying, this person gave away her bagel and her coffee to
when she couldn't afford it herself.
Correct. Yes.
A true story. I'll share with you. I mean, I think that this is what's so interesting about this group. Personally, times in my time, what are you two doing on? I mean, what is this? Is there a
who knows why she's
Case? Thank you very much, Case. That's very kind of you. Oh, that is so kind. Last week we had Case on, excuse me, I lost thought completely. But no, giving when it's sacrificial. I mean, that carries something.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I just want to make sure that the runway is clear.
Well, it was.
Where the hell did that cat come from?
And when you give, you get abundance in return. I have a story about my mother. She's a prime example. 9 to 5 work all her life, 45 years, and on her route, she will see this homeless man, always in a particular corner. And one day she stopped and gave him $20, and within a month, she got a check in the mail for $1,000. She was like, where the hell this came from? And I'm like, Mom, the person that you gave them that $20, he probably was an angel to see where your heart was at.
Yeah.
I agree on that. If you know the adage that I live my life by is that if you plant a seed every day, you'll never lack a harvest coming to your.
Well, I know the person that gave away the last bagel and last coffee. That person found $100 bill on the road a while back ago.
A few days later, yes.
Maybe I'm missing something here. I'm trying to keep up on this. So are we relating an actual experience to the panel here, or are we talking metaphorically on a...
The story that I was telling was about Anya. Anya was the one that gave away the coffee and the bagel. And that's why she was falling out of her chair laughing when I was telling the story. Yes. I was trying not to spill the beans that it was her, because it's personal information, but she ruined it.
You know, folks, I want to start doing magic that that brings in the laughter, that brings in those resources. You know, this is how it's done. This we can make contagious. So are we still at the same total that we are?
No, we've had 2 more donations, so we are up to $560.99.
Wow.
Plus the 270.
With a penny, please.
Plus the 270, right?
Yeah, plus the 270, so that would be $830.99.
There we go.
Please donate
and
$5.01 or something.
And I'm going to be putting 20 on top of that, so we're at $850. So
plus PayPal.
Sarah
plus PayPal.
Yeah, plus PayPal.
Plus
another $5.
Hey, Sarah, thank you. Oh, I tell you what, this is phenomenal. This is just phenomenal. And you know, Warrior, I don't know you'll give us an update on what's in your PayPal account, because I have a sense that I think you're going to be surprised. I think.
Can I pull it up?
Oh, can you pull it up now? So Ed, see, Brian's going to be my Ed McMahon. So Ed, can you? What do we got coming, lining up here?
I got
tomorrow on Wayne's World.
So you got me?
Yes.
I got another 20, 24, and 10.
There we go.
Wow.
Nice.
Moving on up.
To the west side, because we got that finally piece of the pie.
It's a telethon. You got to have the extra. Oh, Laura Van. Thank you so much.
Laura, thank you.
Laura donated 1101, so now I no longer have to string along that 99 cents.
We got the best group. This is just absolutely phenomenal. It's amazing. So, okay, so we continue on.
The best time of the year.
All right, are you ready for the latest total?
Yes.
Ready for the latest total? Sorry to interrupt you, Lois. $921. That includes.
Wow. Way to go, folks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is
$80
just-
to go for the 1,000, the goal of 1,000.
Well, there it is. And, we'll probably pick that up on the rebroadcast of this going out there. Like I said, I won't take it down. So people that will listen to it.
I'm going to donate. I'll donate through PayPal, $20. So we'll put that's up.
All right. So
$9.41.
Yeah, $60 away. I know we'll hit that. And there we go. I mean, it goes to show you what a community do. I mean, we're all suffering. I tell you, it's such a dichotomy of what I see out in the real world. You get this one illusion that everything is just going along fine, but I see on the other side that the need continues to grow.
It does. It does. You're so true. You're so right about that. I live in an area that's relatively affluent area north of Dallas. And when I was still going to church, the only thing that I participated in was the Thanksgiving box. And I ran the Thanksgiving box collection for a few years at the church. And they would, you would donate certain items to the box and we would take it to the food place here. And it was just this enormous need for food in this area for people in this town. And just like you're saying, it's just growing and growing. And, you don't know what's going on inside of people's houses.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is an absolute fact. It's just, I live in a part of Denver that's, considered to be middle class and affluent, but there are families here that are going to the food bank.
Okay. Just wait for 1 second. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but Brenda Fisher says she will mail $60 to Lois. So I have to say we're at $1,001.
Well, there we go, folks. That was our goal. And wow, Brenda, thank you. Phenomenal. Wow, we did it.
Hey, my mom just said she would donate $50.
Oh wow, we've just exceeded that. Wow. All right. Well, I'm humbled. We just have a small channel. I mean, we're not like some of the bigger channels out there, but look at what a small channel can do compared to, this is phenomenal.
It's not the channel. It's the community.
All right, ladies, come on, talk. I don't want to be the one doing all the talking, come on.
Small, but we are powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Have in our hearts.
And November 7th is coming up for, healing the Mother Earth. And I want everybody to keep that in mind as well.
So talk about that. What's going on?
November 7th, 3:00 Central. Everybody's going to send love frequencies to Mother Earth.
Okay.
And this is going to happen all around the world as a collective.
Cool. November 7th?
November 7th.
So that would be 2 p.m. my time. And what is it, or is it a length of time, or is it just
a few minutes? We're just doing a few minutes because, we realize some people might be at work and some people are way around the world. It's going to be like 10 o'clock their time. So we're not going to do it for a long period of time. It's just going to be for a few minutes. But the most important thing is doing it as a collective.
Cool.
At that same moment.
Excellent.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
Not really on that, but I do have a question for you. But I'll wait till you're done talking about that topic.
Anya?
What?
Maria?
Yeah.
Anna?
Anybody?
I realize that everyone will be at work, but I still want to recommend to take time for that. Because if you do stuff like that, a group meditation or global, be aware that you will attract the ones that do the energy work on the other end of the site, the ones that are controlling the matrix, because they will not like that. So I highly recommend really to protect, smudge, meditate, not do it in between shopping and whatever. Take your time, at least 15 minutes, right, to ground. And like I said before, it's like that we're giving love, right, but not having our energy flow in form of healing, because that might be draining for some. Because like what I would do is just connect to Mother Earth, the energy, because we are actually one. We are connected with the energy, with the earth, the air, the air, the earth, the fire, the water. We are all one. We're connected with these energies. So if we just connect to the energy, there will be a flow, right? We will give, receive, give, receive, and this is how the healing starts automatically. So, and also if we do that, like this is for everyone, and I'm so included, I'm guilty. Like if we do that, like we all should think about what else we can do to help Earth, right?
Yes.
Like maybe not using straws, don't use paper bags or plastic bag in the grocery stores. Maybe instead of starting the car, walking to the 7-Eleven, getting smoked. And I'm as guilty as is. I'm including myself. Like, you know, maybe buying local veggies instead, garlic from China, unless you live in China, of course. But,
They only sell California garlic in China.
So everything that we can do to, you know, to help a bit. And if everyone does a little part, it will help.
Yeah.
Like, but unfortunately, a lot of people, I'm not talking about the ones in the community, I'm talking in general. Well, I use my straw. They're using straw. China is having more air pollution. Like, why would I not use my car? Yeah, okay, that's the problem, right? It's always pointing the finger.
Mm-hmm.
But no one is really...
More come back to you.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it always does. No, I agree with you, Anji.
Love, right? And the moment we send love, like we will heal ourselves too, because we're all broken. We're all stuck in this matrix. We're not connected. Most of us not connected anymore to Earth at all with the energy. So we will not only heal Earth, but ourselves as well. You know,
I agree.
Does that make sense?
I agree.
Yeah, that's a good idea to actually put up protection, like you were saying, because it's just like the power of prayer. That's tapping into a lot of energy. So you definitely want to be protected.
So where I've been sitting here thinking, as everyone's been talking, maybe when we look at next spring, starting a program, and I'll talk to you more about this, that where we can actually start giving live seeds to people, that when they come in to get food, that we could also look at giving them potentially the opportunity to start growing some of their food. You live in Louisiana, which you have a pretty long growing season. So there's something I'm thinking about, because there's solutions here, how we can work together to begin, maybe if it's just in our own little community, to start helping people that are in need. I mean, I look at all these people that are here right now, and 88, and it's been varied by that, but there's a lot of needs in here. And I'm just thinking a way of how we can work together to begin to help meet those needs. I think that we have the opportunity for a barter system within this community.
For sure.
You know, there's needs that we all have. There's ways. I know, Brian, you're looking to get a new computer. We're going to work on that for you as well. I don't think there should be anyone here go hungry. And if there's ways that we can help people, each of us are planted in our own communities. If we can work collectively, I'd like to see how we can begin to change that. Maria, where do you what part of the world are you? You're here in the United States, right?
Yes, I'm in North Carolina.
North Carolina, that's correct. That's correct. And by the way, that is a very beautiful state. I lived in Knoxville, Tennessee, and had a lot of clients in North Carolina. I'll have to tell you the story when the Grateful Dead came through and it was 111 degrees.
I remember the Grateful Dead.
See? Long to live on with Jerry Garcia. So, Sue, now you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
I do.
Yeah. Where do you see the need? What do you see in your area?
Well, because for my day job, I'm a real estate appraiser, so I drive all over all over town. And of course, you know, there's areas that south of Dallas that's just unbelievable. You know, there's areas that they live under the bridges. You know, they keep it very contained in Dallas. You don't see it in like the University Park area. You don't see it in like downtown Dallas. You don't see them, but they've got it all. They keep it all contained in South Dallas, and it's just stunning, the difference between the north part of Dallas and the south part of Dallas. It's disgusting. When my son was younger, we would go, my family's from Washington, we would go home to Spokane and visit, and he would say, everything is so old here. And I'm like, well, that's just normal. Where we live is not normal. Like, it's like a fantasy land here. Everything is new, you know, there's highways, but you get down there south and it's just incredible. I've seen some incredible things in my travels, but I'll tell you what, I'm in the fancy areas of town, and for my job, I have to stop my car and take pictures, and I get honked at, and people get cranky with me. And I much prefer down in the South, because everyone's nice, everyone's friendly, never have any problems. I've seen some things, but you know, everyone is nice. And you like Anya was saying, or whoever was saying, you know, if you give somebody something, you have the opportunity to do that, they're always so grateful. And you know, just never have had any problems.
Excellent. And you know, we have a homeless problem here in Denver. I mean, it's there are complete homeless communities, and we have winter coming here, and it's still. I shake my head thinking how these people are survived. But you know, there's also a contingent that just doesn't want to have the government head out. They don't want to be a part of the system. And Princess, that's what I see you doing, the way that you give food.
Keep it in mind, you know, I've walked that walk of homeless as well. And, you know, when Sue was talking about Dallas, that's where I was homeless at, in Dallas, Texas. My baby was 2 months old at that time when I was homeless. I made the newspaper because they wanted to do an article on homeless people, and I made front page. On homeless families. So yeah, I stuck that article on my page. If you go look on my thing, I took a picture of it. It's on my page.
Did that change your life, by the way?
Huh?
Did that change your life, by the way, when you got featured in that story?
Oh, I wasn't homeless no more. You know, they didn't change my life. I changed my own life.
You changed your own life. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I had to still do my own steps. See, it was kind of hard because, you know, what people don't know is that, you know, these places that you have to pay to stay in, they homeless shelters. And, you know, with kids and everything, and my mother, you know, that had a stroke and everything, if you can't pay, you got to work it off. And, you know, I wasn't going to let my mother work because she had just had a stroke. So, you know, like I say, I had to work from that day to that night, didn't see my family all day, all night, because I'm putting my shift and her shift, just to be able to stay up in the homeless shelter. I mean, you know, when you see these homeless people on the streets, if they had the option of being able to go lay their head in the bed, I'm sure they would.
I'm sure they would. I remember.
No idea, you know, some of these homeless shelters, how much they charge and how much you can rack up on, you know, having to stay up in there.
That's that is so.
You know, how are you supposed to get ahead if you have to pay to, you know, live in a homeless shelter?
Isn't that indentured servitude?
Well, and that kind of defeats the purpose.
And my baby girl is 22 years old now. She was 2 months old then. That was doing that way back then. They still doing it. You know, when I went downtown one day, you know, I didn't have that much money. I was passing out money to everybody. Because the lady had just got to the hospital with a bug with her stuff in it. She couldn't afford to go back to the homeless shelter. I already knew what was up because I already knew you have to pay. You know, all the time people say, well, I don't want to give them the cash. But who knows? That might be the night they can lay their head up in the homeless shelter because you have to pay to get up in there.
Yeah.
All I got to say that's asinine. I'm just going to say. Sue, you want to say something?
Well, I do. I wanted to ask Lois on the. So first of all, I don't, if there's anybody that's new in here, we're still accepting donations. We're
Yeah, yeah.
1051, and so I'm wondering, what for $1,000? Can you give us an idea of what you can do with that? If buying in bulk and whatnot, can you give us an idea of how far that's going to go? Or is that too hard of a question for right now? I'm just curious because I hear that.
I got Thanksgiving and I got Christmas, okay? So those going to be a little bit bigger of a month than usual because I'm going to try to do, Thanksgiving baskets and Christmas baskets. So off the top, that's going to be a big help in a way because, I'm trying, if they got turkey or ham or something, I'm going to try to get, I'm going to try to get something for the holidays. That's just it, So it's going to be a little bit extra, but with $1,000, it's going to take me a few months to go through that. It's going to take me
that. Excellent.
3 or 4 months to go through that.
Well, that's awesome if you can just get through the holidays.
That's what I was thinking.
That's more than enough time through the holidays. Yeah.
Well, then we did our job.
Yes, that's really awesome.
That's why I say if you start a food pantry, use the food bank. You'll be surprised because you can't do that on your own. $1,000, that probably been 1 month, and then you probably still would need some more money to go through, trying to do that. But I can, stretch that.
Excellent.
I can stretch that.
Awesome.
What a panel. I'd love to have each and every one of you on here as a personal guest. Oh, I have, except for Maria. I'd love to have you on as well. And
honored, Wayne.
well, let's talk. Brian, we're going to do you a little telethon as well. I think we'll wait after Thanksgiving, but we're going to get you that new computer. And I have no doubt about that. So it's how it works, And
thank you very much. I've already had quite a few reach out. I think it's raised like almost $200. So,
well, good. I think we can put you over the top and get you where you're at. Raven, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Is there anything that we'll be talking about in particular? Everyone, please join over at Raven Wolf's channel. And I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but I am her victim for the whole hour.
What time is that?
I'm gonna have the Raven Wolf channel the R&R show tomorrow, 8:00 Mountain Time, 9 Central Time, and 10 Eastern Time.
And what would that be in Japan?
I don't know, but I do want to say one more thing before we go.
Yes.
I would like for everybody to start thinking more with their heart. I know personally, living in this world, we've been taught, think with your head, not with your heart, think with your head. Right. And by doing that, I feel like we had separated ourselves from the empathy from one person to another, So I think we got to start going back from our heart, doing things from our heart. Like donate because you want to do something good, not because, whatever, just anything that you can do from your heart. I think that will do miracles, not only to you, but to other people.
Because we manifest with the heart as well, right? That's where the energy goes from.
Yes.
As simple as cooking somebody a meal and giving it to them.
You know what I do? This is just the little things where my wife works. I bake muffins, I bake coffee cakes, and we send it off there for the patients.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a good case of diabetes, but anyway, but no. It's cooked with love. Come on.
You send them to me, I sell them herbs, and once you...
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least we've laughed a lot here. Miss Sue, what's going on with you?
Well, funny that you asked that question because I've been in the chat as the Soul Source Intuitives channel, and on that channel, Brian and I are working on a.
Thank you, Maggie.
21 day, oh, we got another $10, a 21-day personal transformation challenge series around finding purpose. And it kind of dovetails right in with what you said, Anna, because really it's about going into the heart center, or I really more refer to it as the soul center, really finding the seat of the soul and where your true desires are, you know, and that comes in through the heart. And really, when you get into there, it's really all about, what I find is with people, it's always all about helping others. When you find your gifts, you want to help others. You want to express your gifts by helping others. So that's what hopefully on the 9th that I'll have that together to start, just a little series of, you know, it's about you know, your journey and your truth and your desires. And you find that, and you can transform your life into something that's more, you know, like Lois has done. You know,
I agree.
she really followed her desires, and look what she's created.
I'll help you support on that.
Thank you.
That's pretty groovy, chick. I like that.
Brian and I are doing it together. Brian.
Excellent. I like that. It's about time. And Anja, what do you have going on with your channel? Have you got your channel yet?
What? Sorry?
Do you have your channel up yet, or do you have a channel?
Oh yeah, I have it up for a while. I've been talking
Okay.
about herbs and elements and witchcraft and.
All right, we're going to have you back on. I don't know why that just eclipsed on me, but okay.
I think you meant maybe her website.
Yes, that's probably what I was thinking. Thank you.
Website.
Thank you, Raven.
My friend who was working for me, he hurt his eye.
Oh,
so
wow.
He couldn't look at the screen really. So, but he's getting better and he's back on. And we all know him as DL Hades.
Okay.
So,
Did not know that.
He's building the website for me. It's his idea actually. He said,
Okay.
"You gotta go out there. You gotta sell your products. What is wrong with you?" I'm like, okay.
Well, only remember, you have not because you asked not.
That's right.
Marie, now do you have a channel? I feel so bad that I don't know much about you, but what can I do to help?
I'm at Maria True Seeker Cruise, and right now I do have videos up there. I talk about the 4 set of universal and spiritual laws. Cool. I also talk about different ways of cleansing oneself and your home. Right now, I'm on a journey of crystal healing, so that's what I'm talking about right now.
Excellent. I love the cleansing idea. I think more and more people fail to do that in their environments.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, good. And make sure that if you will email me, I'll make sure that I get all of your channels up there. And Brian, how are you doing on your side? I haven't had you here in a while.
Going along pretty good. You know, I'm still just trying to bring as many people from the community on as I can.
You're doing a good job.
Started making colloidal silver. I'm venturing into all kind of things. And then, like Sue said, we're doing the soul source, the masculine and feminine perspective of the self-transformation. So I'm staying busy.
You know, one of the evidences to kind of weigh yourself against is the amount of creativity you're generating. And I'm seeing a lot of that here. This is great.
Yeah, Brian just did me a beautiful intro for my videos. You should check it out. And he does a great job. So if you need one.
You know, I think that as I sit here, I'm going to think about this, but I'm going to do a show where we can showcase people's talents. We'll call it the Entrepreneur Hour.
Great idea.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because we got to bring Laura out too.
Well, I'm thinking about having a panel, and we'll invite people on where they'll come on in 5-minute stints, and with a panel can talk to them about what they're doing, and we'll see what we can do to promote.
Speed dating.
Speed dating.
I'm with you, Anya.
Well, one of the things I'm going to start teaching is how to raise investment capital for your ideas. And
that's important.
That would be great.
Yeah.
You know, in my career, I've raised over $50 million in investment capital. So you can do it. It's not that difficult. You just have to know the process, as it is in everything, as it is in magic. If you don't know the formula to the spell is not going to work.
Right.
Yep.
True?
I actually picked up a sponsor today.
You picked, congratulations.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Brian, way to go, buddy. Now, you see, that sounds like favor to me.
Absolutely. I am blessed beyond belief. I truly am.
Well, I love that. I love that. Well, so Miss Sue, let's get the final total for what we did tonight.
Got to have another drum roll.
Okay.
So the final total, we had a last donation from Maggie May, $10. So our final total, I don't know if we got any more on the PayPal, but is $1,061.
$1,061, folks. Thank you all. That is
on the PayPal.
That is just incredible.
Wow.
I'm overwhelmed. Did any of you expect us to raise $1,000?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I knew it. I knew it.
I didn't think you were that much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had set it as a goal coming in this morning, actually a couple of days ago, but it manifested beautifully, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
It did. I mean,
I really didn't have a goal.
You didn't? Okay.
I didn't set a goal.
Well,
I can't say that because I didn't set one.
well, then you weren't disappointed. And then I guess you ought to be overly, exuberant.
Wait,
Raymond,
we got
there.
one more.
You said, don't forget his. All right, Raymond. So that's 1,071.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Raymond.
Oh, I'll just put it on the record to all the viewers, all the folks that donated. Thank you so much. You've really done an awesome thing here. I just simply speak the return back into your lives 100-fold, and may there be nothing missing and nothing broken found in your lives by the generosity that you've given here tonight. So, panel, I speak that over your lives as well.
Thank you.
And, I think that's cool. Everyone, thank you for sending it. Brian, are you going to go on live later on? I know you typically do a Friday night show.
Nope, taking the night off.
Ooh. I see.
I'm planning to go live in a little while.
You're going to go live? Okay.
About El Día de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, which is today. So.
Oh, okay. So, folks, I think that would be a lively conversation. I was not aware.
It's got another 50 on PayPal. Someone put a note in that another 50 on PayPal.
Another 50.
1121.
Wow. $1,121, folks.
Be the frequency you want to receive.
Wow. Yeah.
Boy, isn't that the truth? All right, panel, stay with me as we get out. Everyone in the chat room, thank you. Everyone watching, thank you again. I'll just say leave it as it is. Thank you. I think sometimes that's just where you leave it at. Panel, thank you for joining me. Thank you, Warrior Princess. May you continue to prosper in what you do, and may favor ever be present in your life.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Stay with us here as we get out. Bye-bye, folks.